Good Sunday morning, everybody. This is Stephen Ray, and I wanted to do a quick little video and let you guys know that we currently have a chance of snow across a good portion of Mississippi later this evening and overnight tonight. And so, as you can see, because of that, the National Weather Service over in Memphis and over in Jackson, Mississippi has issued a winter weather advisory for the potential between 4 p.m. this afternoon and midnight tonight, with the potential of turning to mostly snow. Total accumulations of up to 1 inch are possible across the following areas tonight. Now, there's Atala, Carroll, Choctaw, Clay, Grenada, Lowndes County, Montgomery, Noxubee, Oktibbeha, Webster, and Winston counties over in Mississippi. Plan on slippery and wet road conditions. So, that is the winter weather advisory that goes into effect until midnight tonight, and this does include Corinth, Mississippi, Oxford, Mississippi, Tupelo, Columbus, Starkville, and all the way down here to the Winona, Mississippi area, and then getting down here towards the Kosciuszko, Mississippi, and just off to the west of Louisville, Mississippi. So as you can see right now, that there is snow that is falling right now in Olive Branch, Mississippi, with a temperature of 29 degrees right there in downtown Olive Branch. And so there has been a lot of reports of snow and ice being sticking up there and mixing with snow in the Memphis metro area. And as you can see a little bit right there along the rooftops, things are starting to stick just a little bit right there in Olive Branch, Mississippi, as once again the temperature is currently 29 degrees. But I do caution you that this is not going to be a major event. 1 to 2 inches of snow are possible within the winter weather advisory, so there is no need to panic. There's no need to do anything drastic. Just know that there is the outside shot of seeing a couple of slick spots on the roads early in the morning and into the overnight hours tonight. So that is the situation that we have ongoing. But real quick, I would like to take you over to the internet and show you a couple of the graphics that I have here. And as you can see in Iuka, Mississippi, which is on the other side of the state, it is currently 39 degrees. So the front is definitely dropping south, and Oxford, Mississippi is probably going to be start seeing snow here very soon here. And real quick, I want to show you guys what is going on right now. And let this start over. And this comes from the National Weather Service in Memphis. Okay, so there is the line of snow. You can see it starting in Oxford around 4 o'clock, standing till about 6, and then it ends. And then, of course, you can see it moves over into the state of Alabama, and it's going to be a quick burst of snow. However, it is going to be really, really wet and thick at times. So, once again, there is your timeline of the snow there in Mississippi. So that is the situation. It will move out of the Memphis metro area by the time we get into 5 p.m. this afternoon. And then, of course, it will move across Mississippi and into the state of Alabama. So that is The story of concern right now, as you can see, is probably going to start around 1 o'clock in the Oxford area and then move across and end in Oxford by about 6 p.m. this evening. Now, I do want to show you a couple of the newest model runs that we have currently out here right now. And I'm going to zoom this in as close as I can so that you guys can see. Now, the current NAM, 3 kilometer NAM, is pointing out that Columbus, Mississippi, and Starkville, Mississippi, is supposed to get 1.3 inches of snow. Also, over here towards the Columbus area, they could see anywhere between 1 to 2 inches. And then down here in Meridian, it looks like that they're pointing out 1 to 2 inches of snow as well. Now, as we move over here to the HRRR, it's showing a lot more, closer to 4 inches up there towards the Hernando, Mississippi area, and 3 inches in the Memphis metro. You've got 1.9, which is right around 2 inches for the Oxford area, and then 3 inches up there towards the areas near Tupelo, and then close to 1 inch down there in Starkville and Columbus. And if you look at the trusty GFS, they're showing a lot more, close to 4 inches for Tupelo, 3.3 for the area around Oxford. And then down here, closer to Starkville and Columbus, they're saying 3 inches of snow as well. And then, of course, back here towards Grenada, 2 inches. And then as we get down here into Meridian, they're showing 2 inches of snow as well, and then a lot more as you get over here into the state of Alabama. So that is the situation that we have ongoing right now. And I want to do one more quick thing for you guys. And let's check out some conditions up here in Hernando, Mississippi, and see if we can find any snow right now that is coming down. And it looks like right now in Mississippi, right now for Hernando, it is pretty much all rain right now, but it will change over to snow very, very quickly as the cold air catches up to the precipitation. So right now there's very little in the way of snow. And let's check in also over here in the Oxford, Mississippi area. And not much is going on, but it will change here within the next few hours. And there's a lot of conditions on I-40 westbound because of sheets of ice on bridges and overpasses near the Shell Lake area. Temperature is currently 28 degrees. All right, so we are getting some reports of traffic accidents right there in the Memphis metro area. So you guys really need to pay attention because temperatures are well below freezing, and especially if you were up here towards the South Haven area or the Hernando, Mississippi area, because this is your time now that you're going to see the snow, and then it's going to move on out. But once again, you could get a quick burst of snow and mixed with rain. And then it's really going to pick up later on this afternoon and this evening across a good portion of Mississippi and Alabama. And once again, there, of course, is your snow map. Coming from the National Weather Service up there in Memphis, as the snow comes on across the areas right there close to North Mississippi and southern Tennessee. And so, like I said, Clarksdale to Grenada to Oxford to Tupelo to Starkville will be seeing snow this afternoon and this evening. So that is the area of concern for the great state of Mississippi. So I will be watching things for you guys. And if anything happens, I will be here to let you guys know. Now, once again, I want to read this data to you from the National Weather Service in Jackson, Mississippi, for the following counties. And this is going to be Grenada, Carroll, Montgomery, Webster, Clay, Lowndes, Choctaw, Oktibbeha, Attala, Winston and Noxubee counties, and this includes the cities of Grenada, Biden, North Carrollton, Carrollton, Winona, Eupora, Matheson, West Point, Columbus, Ackerman, Starkville, Kosciuszko, Louisville, Macon, and Brooksville. A winter weather advisory is in effect from 4 p.m. this afternoon through midnight tonight. Brief wintry mix of precipitation turning to mostly snow. Total snow accumulations of up to 1 inch is possible, and that is from 4 p.m. this evening until midnight tonight. And plan on slippery road conditions. However, hazardous conditions are not expected because of the warm souls that we had and all of the rain that we did have yesterday and last night. So that is the area of concern that we have right now for the areas, once again, of Attala, Carroll, Choctaw, Clay, Grenada, Lowndes, Montgomery, Noxubee, Oktibbeha, Webster, and Winston counties in Mississippi. So, once again, a lot of reports of accidents on I-40 westbound coming in and out of the city of Memphis, Tennessee, up there. So that is the issue that we have right now. And I will continue to watch things. And if anything happens, I will be here providing coverage for you guys with the latest information. But once again, there is your threat and timeline of the snow one more time as we move into the day. Today, there you can see it starts about 1 o'clock in the Oxford, Mississippi area and lasts in Oxford till about 6 or 7 o'clock tonight, and then it's gone. And then it ends in Tupelo about 9 o'clock tonight, and then it moves over into the state of Alabama by around 10 o'clock this evening, and then it is going to be brutally cold this afternoon and this evening across a good portion of Mississippi. So that is the area of concern. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And remember to please, please wrap up. And as always, God bless. Don't panic. This is not a major event, but it is going to give us a taste of winter here in the South. Good Sunday afternoon, everybody. This is Stephen Ray, and we currently have a wild next 12 to 24 hours across the great state of Alabama. And as you can see right here in the great state of Alabama, as it says in the north up there, as it says in the timeline, for the areas down here, Phoenix City, Alabama, Troy, Eufaula, Andalusia, and Dothan, there is a chance of severe storms later this afternoon and this evening for southeast Alabama. However, if you go up here to the Florence, Decatur, Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Gadsden, and Anniston area, you guys are underneath a winter weather advisory for up to 2 inches of snow in the Tennessee Valley and a little bit lesser, up to 1 inch, and likely higher amounts along the higher elevation this afternoon, this evening, and overnight tonight. So let me make this very clear. If you are in southeast Alabama, south of Troy, south of Greenville, south of Evergreen, you guys have a threat of seeing severe weather and a couple of tornadoes this afternoon and this evening. And if you are across the I-20 59 corridor and points off to the north and to the west, you guys are underneath the winter weather advisory this afternoon, this evening, and tonight. So one end of the state is going to see snow. The other end of the state is going to see severe weather, or well, the potential for severe weather and tornadoes. Wild, wild weather in Alabama to start 2022. Now, while I've got you here, for the severe weather, once again, no watches or warnings are in effect right now for southeast Alabama, which is a good thing, but that will be changing this afternoon and this evening because it is really, really warm down there in southeast Alabama, and it's also really hot in the state of Georgia. And they could see some things later on this afternoon and this evening. Now, as we move towards the northern part of the state, I want to show you the latest model run of the GFS when it comes to the equivalent and the total snowfall accumulation. Now, let me remind you that this is a computer model run. This is not set in stone, but this is a trend that the Weather Service and us need to continue to watch for the potential of a quick burst of snow tonight. Now, the GFS is pointing out close to 6 inches and 5 inches near the Florence, Alabama area, over towards 6 inches over towards the Huntsville metro. Now, is that likely? Probably not, but it is a possibility. Down here towards the Tuscaloosa area, 2 inches, and then about one closer to the Birmingham metro. Now, let me also show you a couple of other runs, including the HRRR, which is showing a much lower chance. It's close to 2.5 inches near the Florence area, 2.6 and 3 inches around Huntsville. If you are watching in Coleman, close to 4 inches and barely even an inch down here towards the Tuscaloosa area. Now, the 3 kilometer NAM is pointing out close to 2 inches around Tuscaloosa. They are pointing out close to 5 in the Birmingham metro area. Anniston and Gadsden close to 5 inches, and then of course a lot lower amount up there in Florence, 2 inches, and close to 2 inches as well up in the Huntsville metro area. So, what this means is on the higher end, we could see anywhere between a quick burst of 5 to 6, not likely, but possible, and on the lower end, close to 2 inches, which is much more likely a scenario for you guys with this quick burst. And reminder that we are still in the winter months. And as you can see, the regular North American model is pointing out close to 4 inches near the Tennessee Valley in Florence, close to 3 inches near the Huntsville Metro, 2.5 inches to 3 in the Birmingham Metro, and close to 1.5 inches in the city of Tuscaloosa. Now, there is no need to panic. There is no need to worry. This is going to be a quick burst of snow and it will move out. And what I would like to do is show you guys real quick that this is the progression of the snow. And as you can see, it is over into the Memphis, Oxford, Grenada, and Tupelo area. It will start moving into northwest Alabama about 6 o'clock tonight. It will be out of northwest Alabama by 11 p.m. and then moving over into East Alabama. So once again, there is the timeline. It will move into northwest Alabama around 6 o'clock. It'll really be snowing by 7, 8, and 9, and then it will be ending about 11 o'clock for northwest Alabama. Now, if you are in Huntsville, it will be starting a little bit later and lasting a little bit later for you as well. And then, of course, down here towards the Fayette community, 9 o'clock is when it's going to start in Huntsville and last until about 1 a.m. in the morning. So this is going to be a quick burst of snow no matter where you are in the state of Alabama, north of the 2059 corridor. But once again, there is no need to panic because this is going to be a quick burst of heavy snow and then it will be gone. So that is the concern that we have right now. Also, I do want to mention that it is going to be brutally cold basically tonight and into the early morning hours tomorrow. Now, here is your threat of seeing snow from the Weather Service in Birmingham. Basically, if you were down south of the 2059 corridor, little to no impact expected. However, if you are northwest of that and north between 6 p.m. and 3 a.m., bridges and overpasses may be snow covered, generally up to 1 inch possible. But like I said, some of the models are pointing out a lot more. So those trends will need to be monitored as we move into the afternoon and the evening hours today. Now, I want to take you over to the radar and radar Omega. So once again, here is the winter weather advisory that is in effect for Alabama. And basically, if you are from Pickens County, Tuscaloosa County, over to Shelby County, and over to Randolph County, and points off to the northwest, you guys are underneath the winter weather advisory. So basically, if you live along a line from the area of Cochran and Dancy down in Pickens County over to Ralph Romulus Foster's Moundville, over to Duncanville, and then up to a point near the southern portions of Birmingham, Calera, South Calera, Montevallo, all the way over to Talladega Springs, Sylacauga, and then getting over here into Ashland, Lineville, and then curving up to a point near Heflin and points off towards the northwest. You guys are in the winter weather advisory that lasts until 3 a.m. in the morning. Up to 2 inches in the higher elevations, which would be northeast Alabama, between 6 p.m. this evening and 3 a.m. on Monday, and planned for slippery road conditions with the higher snowfall totals. Now, I want to read you this real quick from the National Weather Service in Birmingham. All right, so this is the actual text from the National Weather Service in Birmingham. Okay, so this is for Marion, Lamar, Fayette, Winston, Walker, Blount, Etowah, Cherokee. Okay, and including the cities of Hamilton, Sulligent, Vernon, Fayette, Double Springs, Jasper, Oneonta, and Center. Winter weather advisory from 6 p.m. This evening until 3 a.m. on Monday. Snow showers are expected. Total snow accumulations of up to 1/2 of an inch. Total portions in northwest Alabama. And plan on slippery road conditions with the higher total amounts. Now, a little bit further off to the south, this includes Marion, Lamar, Fayette, Walker, Winston, Blount, Etowah, Cherokee, and this does include Tuscaloosa as well, including the cities. Hold on. Just a second. Okay, here we go. This was issued at 9:15 this morning, and this comes from the National Weather Service out of Birmingham, and this includes Calhoun, Cleburne, excuse me, Calhoun, Cleburne, Pickens, Tuscaloosa, Jefferson, Shelby, St. Clair, Talladega, and Clay counties. This includes the cities of Anniston, Heflin, Carrollton, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Hoover, Columbiana, Pelham, Alabaster, Pell City, Moody, Talladega, Sylacauga, and Ashland. Snow expected. Total snowfall accumulations of up to 2 inches are possible in the higher elevations. Portions of north central Alabama from 6 p.m. this evening until 3 a.m. on Monday. So once again, up to 2 inches in the higher elevations of Anniston, Heflin, Carrollton, Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Hoover, Columbiana, Pelham, Alabaster, Pell City, Moody, Talladega, Sylacauga, and Ashland. All right, so that is from the National Weather Service up there in Birmingham. Now, let me read you the one that is for the northern portions of Alabama. Okay, and this comes from the National Weather Service in Huntsville. All right, and this was issued early this morning. This is going to be for Lauderdale, Colbert, Franklin, Lawrence, Limestone, Madison, Morgan, Marshall, Jackson, DeKalb, Coleman, Moore, Lincoln, and Franklin, Tennessee. So this is pretty much all of the area up there in the Tennessee Valley. And this includes Florence, Muscle Shoals, Sheffield, Tuscumbia, Russellville, Red Bay, Moulton, Town Creek, Athens, Huntsville, Decatur, Albertville, Boaz, Gunnersville, Scottsboro, Fort Payne, Rainsville, Coleman, and Arab. Snow expected from 6 p.m. this evening until 3 a.m. Snowfall accumulations of around 1 inch with localized amounts up to 2 inches. And this is for all northern Alabama and southern middle Tennessee from 6 p.m. this evening until 3 a.m. in the morning. Slippery road conditions may develop this evening and into the overnight hours. So there you go. All right. So there is your winter weather advisories from all of the various locations. So once again, that is what you guys can expect. And as you can see, it is currently in Olive Branch, Mississippi, 28.8 degrees. So it is very chilly over there in the Memphis area. It is currently 39 degrees over in Iuka, Mississippi, and in Rogersville, Alabama. It is 45 degrees up there in the Tennessee Valley. So basically, the cold air is coming and it is definitely about to get really, really snowy here for North Alabama. But now for the southern portion of the state down here near Dothan and the southeastern portions of Alabama, there is your current radar. And let me check and see if there are any areas of concern that we need to watch right now. And the good news is I'm not seeing any signs of rotation with the storms in South Alabama right now, but there is a slight risk that I can actually show you down here for Southeast Alabama. And there, of course, is your slight risk that is in the yellow shaded area, basically from Andalusia and Troy back down to the Florida and Georgia line. And any of these storms will have to be watched for the potential of severe weather this afternoon and this evening. And this does include the Enterprise area, the Dothan Metro, and then getting down here to Andalusia, Op, and Ozark, Alabama. And then especially getting over here into the southern Georgia area and northern Florida panhandle. So that is the situation that we have ongoing. As always, I will continue to watch things and bring the latest weather information for you guys. And if any warning is issued in the entire state of Alabama later on this afternoon and this evening, I will be doing tornado coverage for you guys in the event that we see tornadoes later this afternoon and this evening from Andalusia and Op over to Enterprise, Ozark, Midland City, Dothan, Troy, or up to the Eufaula area to keep you guys ahead of this threatening weather situation. And I will also keep my eye on any developing stories that is coming up with this winter weather advisory that is across the northern portions of Alabama. It is going to be a wild next 12 hours to 24 hours here in the state of Alabama, but there's nothing to panic about because this is going to be a fun snow to deal with and then it's going to be gone. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe out there. I will continue to monitor the latest weather information. And as always, God bless, and I will see you guys a little bit later on down the road.